So is a $1 price target actually realistic for Zbcn? Some people seem to think so. The price for Zbcn hasn't been moving though, so what makes people remain extremely optimistic? How come the community continues to grow? We have a lot to discuss in today's video. Trust me when I say this is one you do not want to miss. But remember, nothing here is financial advice. I could always be wrong. Make sure you guys do your research. Now, real quick before I get into things, for anyone looking for a great crypto exchange, check out my link to BTCC. You get 10% bonus on first-time deposits, extra bonuses up to $10,000. It requires no VPN, no KYC. If you're someone that trades using leverage, you get to use up to 500x leverage. The link will be in my description down below for anyone that's interested. But getting into things here, if we kick things off by taking a look at the Fear and Greed Index, right now we're sitting at extreme fear, 25 extreme fear. People are panicking like crazy. One reason being no one knows what Trump is going to do or say next, right? And this is why the markets have been extremely volatile over the last, well, all of 2025, to be honest, right? It's just the market is extremely unpredictable. But I still strongly believe that we're going to get some of these coins really explode. I think this is the time period where everyone needs to actually take a look at their portfolio and just put everything in categories, right? You got to ask yourself, okay, which coins am I holding that's great for the short term, mid term, and long term? The coins that are good for short term, anytime you see some significant profits off of those coins, you take the profits out, you roll it into your long term coins. That's the way that I like to go about things, because honestly, you never know what's going to end up happening. And the last thing that you want is to be holding the bags on any coin that you only wanted to hold for a short amount of time. Okay, but back to things. Let's see. If we come over here to X, Zbcn, so Zeec Network, they posted this yesterday on their X account. I'm sure some of you have already seen this, but let me just quickly touch on this for those who have not, okay? So, the Federal Reserve's first Payments Innovation Conference marks a new era for digital assets and payments. If TradeFi is to evolve into ScaleFi, collaboration and the adoption of interoperable payment rails are essential. Zeec, through its stablecoin payroll solutions and long-standing partnerships with TradeFi institutions in the US and abroad, is building these interoperable rails, starting with real-time USDC payroll streams and expanding to other compliant stablecoins, connecting digital assets with the systems that move the real economy. Honestly, everyone, when you see something like that, I don't know how one cannot become even more bullish on something like Zeec. Matter of fact, I'm realizing now that I haven't seen a lot of hate on Zeec nowadays. Remember when we first started making Zeec videos, so this was back in, I don't know, maybe March or something like that. Zeec used to get a lot of hate. People used to say this is a scam coin and all sorts of nonsense, right? But I'm starting to wonder if the people that used to hate on Zeec now own some Zeec. That is a possibility. We see time and time again in the crypto market. People finally come around, they conduct some research, and eventually they change their mind, and then they end up FOMOing into projects that's been exploding, right? And maybe this is why we see the holder count for Zeec continue to grow, because people are finally waking up. You never know. But now on to, can Zeec actually reach $1? So I came across this post. So this post was from October 16th. So this person says right here, why a 250x to $1 for Zbcn is a realistic equivalent of XRP's 2017 run. So when XRP listed on Kraken in 2017, and by the way, Zbcn got listed on Kraken, what, maybe like a week ago now or something like that, and the price has just been holding steady. But I'm going to pull up the charts in just a second, okay? But when XRP got listed on Kraken in 2017, the price was 0.006 to 0.008. Supply was 40 billion tokens. Within 12 months, it hit $3.40. That's a 500x run. Now fast forward to 2025, Zbcn starts around 0.004 to 0.005 with 91 billion tokens, 2.3x more supply. So a 500x XRP move adjusted for Zbcn supply is about a 220 to 250x. That's exactly why a 250x equals $1 is a true market cap equivalent. Same starting price, bigger infrastructure, real utility, payroll, stablecoin rails, ISO 222, Visa partnerships. XRP did it with no compliance, no stablecoin integration, and no Visa rails. Zbcn has them all. Yeah, things are going to get very interesting for Zebec this bull cycle. Now, do I think that we can realistically reach a price target of $1? That's probably a little bit too ambitious, mainly because of the amount of coins that we have in the market. When XRP went parabolic, there wasn't anywhere near this amount of coins. But if we do get a super cycle bull run, I definitely believe that people can make life-changing returns off of a Zbcn investment. Okay, so moving on here, we do have some great things to come. See, NBA is back, and we already know that Zebec is partnered up with some NBA teams like Atlanta, Milwaukee, Detroit. So hopefully we see some Zebec banners or something at these arenas, and maybe that will be very helpful for the price action of Zebec. If we come over here to their X account, you can actually play this, and yeah, they have this one pinned right here, and it just shows the partnerships that they have with different sports teams here. All right, so yeah, lots of great things going on with this project, man. And I just, how can you not be bullish on something like ZBC? And it just wouldn't even make any sense. But if we check out the price action, going out on the year, we're up 232%. On the month, down just under 4% on the in the last 7 days, down 24%. And in the last 24 hours, we're down 3%. The current market cap is 337 million here. The volume is up 17% in the last 24 hours. And obviously, we see the Kraken listing right here, which happened probably, what, maybe like a week ago or something like that, right? And it's just amazing because sometimes, a lot of the times actually, you get a buy the rumor, sell the news sort of scenario with these exchange listings. People buy for the exchange listing and then the price action just completely dump up. We didn't see that at all with the Kraken listing. So what that tells me, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned this once before, is that the holders are just holding, and we don't have a lot of, at least a significant amount of traders, short-term traders, in Zbcn. So that's what we like to see with our investment, right? We want believers in these projects, not people that just looking to make a quick buck and then, sell their entire bags and leave completely. Because we've been seeing a lot of that this cycle. People just do not want to hold anything. They're just in and out in a matter of like a couple days. They make maybe like a 10% return on their investment, and they're like, okay, it's time to leave, got to move on to the next thing, right? People just rotating left and right. But we do know that the payments thing is here to stay, and you got to hold something payments related in your portfolio. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. You're probably going to miss out on some great opportunities. But if we check out the charts here, what we notice is ZBCN continues to come down to this support level around like 0.0035, right? It has multiple touches down here. As long as this support level holds, we are still in business. Now, if this support level does break, and the only thing that I can see breaking this support level is if Bitcoin comes down to like, if it falls below 100K, then these altcoins are going to get completely destroyed, right? And maybe ZBCN can come down to 0.0025. But we already know that this will be a great load the boat area. If you see below 0.0025, then that means Bitcoin probably fell to about 75K or something like that, right? But as of right now, things are looking pretty decent here on the charts, and I'm not worried about the price action whatsoever on Zbcn. All right, charts is looking pretty solid, still in this accumulation zone, and eventually it's going to have that next leg up and hopefully break previous all-time highs and inch closer and closer towards that 1 penny mark. But again, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not worried whatsoever with the price action here on Zbcn. It looks kind of solid to me. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a few of the links down below. And until next time, take care.